of UK forces in a concept that would see us deploying across Europe at speed with capability to be able to react to any form of aggressor.
Today's sparring is designed to be fun, so we've got two means of comms. That's the primary, my focus is secondary, if required. I was currently in Romanian place called Sinchu. So currently on this route we've got 3 jackals lined up in 3 different positions. 1 jackal's firing heavy machine guns, we've got 1 jackal firing 2 GPMGs and 1 firing a grenade machine gun. And that's just a bit to get all the last hands on with weapon systems that some may not have fired recently. So my role in this exercise is a jackal driver, and I drive around the jackals with a crew of 3 other men. So I've got my commander in the front seat loaded with a gun on his front, I have a gun on the cupola, and I've got a dismount in case he needs to push out and help take a position on foot that we can't necessarily get to in our jackals.
Sabre coming together and ensuring that we can achieve an effect that we need to achieve when called upon. So the role of the ISR combat team together and ensuring that we can achieve an effect that we need to achieve when called upon. So the role of the ISR combat team is to sit at the front of the brigade and act as its eyes and ears. So whenever the brigade's moving or static, we'll be at the front. We should be the first ones to see the enemy, to pick them up and track them, and then hand off as much information as we can to the brigade itself so that it can act on it in whatever way the commander sees fit.
Receiving orders to go and conduct a raid, certainly not losing our dismount skills. We're still there to essentially dismount, close in and kill the enemy.
During the raid, the train commander is on the radio and you're just right, ready to move.
I definitely think you can take a lot from other nations, especially the way they do things and the way they conduct themselves. Teaming up with other nations it's a good experience for myself and everyone in the platoon that's here. There's so much that you can learn from other snipers, and I don't really think you can ever be at the top. You're always learning. Being fresh into the sniping world, for me it's a whole new ball game. It's just learning. No matter whereabouts you are in the world, the principle of sniping is always going to be the same. The way they see sniping and the way we see sniping, I think it's all fairly similar, no matter where you are. And it's sort of like a community. I'm liking Romania. It is nice out here.
So I woke up 3 in the morning, come outside, so absolutely smashing it down with rain. Come out, got in the jackals. We waited for the Romanians to jump on the TCVs and then move out from the area and go out to where the artillery line was. And met the Romanians out there. They told us what was going on, what kit they were going to use, which was the howitzer. When the round was put in, everybody came out of the sort of artillery dome and then wanted it to face around and look away from the gun. They would pull the rope, which would then set off the artillery. It's good to see the capabilities of other armies as well as know the capability of ours at the same time.
Integration, especially with the other countries. So like at first, all the countries were sticking to like their own little areas, whereas now like you pass them, you speak to them. We've been playing sports with the Americans, so it's good getting that integration off exercise as well as on.
The riflemen have found it immensely useful to come out to a training area that they haven't been on before, to really hone their professional skills, and it's something that I'm hugely proud of, because it's not just about the rifles. This is about all those enablers and supporters that allow us to do the training that we do. Without them, this exercise would not happen. So everybody is getting the competitive edge for professional soldiering.
The JPDD really is the culmination of our work here on Exercise Steadfast Defender. We've been here working on our interoperability with our NATO partners and proving the capability of the multinational VJTF brigade. It really brings together our ability to work with our partners and shows our confidence really operating alongside our partner nations in this firepower demonstration. It's a very strong and clear demonstration of the significant warfighting capability of the VJTF brigade and our ability to respond to any aggressors if required.
This is like the kind of experience you only get through the army, you won't get it anywhere else. So days when you do see it all coming together, you think, like, this is worth it. This is what we've been grafting for the last 2 weeks, getting up at 5 in the mornings for.
As everybody knows, NATO is a collective of friendly military nations. So with that, it's an agreement amongst NATO partners that if one goes to war, all go to war. And the key to VJTF making it very high readiness is that that reaction has to be fast. final stages of our deployment, we're taking part in exercise Sabre Guardian. What that is essentially is a major muscle movement for NATO in itself. What it sees is 2 brigades conducting a forward passage of lines through our already established defensive position. So that takes a lot of coordination at higher levels and also on the ground to ensure that they're able to move through our already established positions, maintain that initiative, and move on the offensive to destroy enemy to death.
I think we've built a really strong baseline now of mutual confidence in each other and understanding of capabilities. This is something we can take forward now we've established these relationships to develop ourselves further as a NATO contributing organisation to further the collective defence that NATO offers to the Euro-Atlantic area.
During lockdown we've been away, and now when we go back, lockdown will be lifted again, so it'd be good to go home, sit down with a few mates in the pub and have a few pints with them. For some of the younger people that are deployed on this exercise, I mean, this is the first time they've been involved in a NATO exercise. So for some of them, it's their first time being away from the UK exercising.
It's been a massive learning curve, but the results are there. This is a lifestyle. I mean, no other job does this. Like, takes you out your comfort zone.
When I get back, I've always got plans of what I want to do. There could be another exercise in a couple of months' time, it could be longer. You just want to try and do as much stuff as you can when you get back.
It's been great, it's been shining, it's been raining, it's been a great time. I'll miss the mountains, but I think it's time to go home.